Let's go back to British India, back to the 1800s, a time when the destiny of kingdoms and the lives of millions could be decided without the voices of those most affected. During Lord Dalhousie's administration, the British East India Company widely applied the doctrine of lapse, a policy that allowed princely states to be annexed when a ruler died without a recognized natural male heir. A kingdom could lose its sovereignty, its traditions could be overridden, and its future could be decided by an authority far removed from the people who called it home. There was no meaningful choice, no meaningful voice, no meaningful consent. History reminds us of a timeless truth. When people lose the right to choose, trust begins to disappear. In 1947, India reclaimed its independence. We won the right to govern ourselves, the right to choose our own future. And today, in the digital age, that principle takes on a new meaning. Because freedom isn't only about choosing how we are governed. It is also about choosing how our personal data is collected, processed, shared, and used. The right to choose is the foundation of trust. And in the digital world, that choice begins with consent. Every login, every banking transaction, every online purchase, every healthcare consultation, every digital service generates personal information. As organizations embrace cloud technologies, artificial intelligence, and connected digital ecosystems, the volume and complexity of personal data continues to grow, and protecting data is no longer enough. Organizations must also respect the individual's choice. India's Digital Personal Data Protection Framework puts consent and responsible processing at the center of digital trust. Consent must be meaningful, purpose-driven, transparent, and auditable. But managing consent across an enterprise is complex. That is where Swikruti comes in. Introducing Swikruti by ZTrust, an AI-enabled consent management platform built to govern the complete consent lifecycle, from policy to purpose to consent to audit. One platform, one governance framework, one source of truth for consent. Swikruti is built around three core portals: Centralized Consent Console, My Swikruti, and Tracing Portal, covering consent governance, user consent management, and complete audit traceability. It begins with the admin portal, the foundation of consent governance. Privacy and governance teams can define policies, create business purposes, build consent templates, and onboard enterprise applications. Policies can be securely maintained with complete version history. Purposes define why personal data is being collected and processed, and consent templates bring those policies and purposes together into a clear experience for the user. Approval workflows ensure governance at every stage. And application onboarding securely connects enterprise applications with Swikruti through authenticated integrations. Swikruti also brings intelligence into consent management. Upload a complex privacy or regulatory document, and AI analyzes it to generate structured implementation guidance. Need to create a consent experience? Select your business purposes, and Swikruti's AI can generate a professionally structured consent template. Review it, customize it, approve it, publish it, turning policy into action faster. At runtime, applications securely communicate with Swikruti through its consent API. First, Swikruti verifies the requesting application. Then it checks whether valid consent already exists. If consent is valid, the user continues seamlessly. If consent is missing, expired, or requires renewal, Swikruti delivers the latest approved consent experience. The user's decision is then securely captured. And consent isn't just about organizations, it is about people. The My Swikruti portal puts privacy control directly into the user's hands. Users can see what they have consented to, understand why their data is being processed, manage their preferences, and withdraw consent whenever they choose. No support tickets, no administrative intervention, just transparent self-service privacy management. Because consent means nothing without choice. For compliance teams and data protection officers, the consent tracing portal provides complete visibility. Search consent records, track decisions, analyze trends, and trace every consent from policy definition to user decision. Every policy version, every purpose, every template, every application, every decision, every audit event, connected, traceable, accountable. And because enterprise trust requires more than consent, Swikruti is built with governance by design, role-based access control, approval workflows, secure API, version management, and immutable audit trails. Everything designed to make consent secure, consistent, and accountable across the enterprise. India's journey toward independence gave us the right to choose our own future. In the digital age, that freedom extends to our personal data. Because trust is not built through promises, it is built through transparency, strengthened through accountability, and protected through consent. Consent gives people a choice. Swikruti gives organizations the power to respect that choice. This is the future of enterprise consent management. This is Swikruti from ZTrust.